sat in meetings of EFF, press conferences. Why didn't you ask them why they keep on referring to me as a jailbird? So you want me to be silent while you are also silent like you? You never asked me. You sit there. You must ask them, why do you keep on referring? Once they say a bandit, and I say nothing, which means I agree to the label. So you must start that question. Then you say, people will look at it, my brother, we don't come from the same communities. You see, in my community, gangsterism is rife. In my community, tomorrow, more than 10 people are going to die because of gang wars. And they think, in my communities, gangsters are being idolized. In my communities, a young kid grow up and he wants to be a gangster. In my community, a child that is in conflict with the law at the age of 10 think he doesn't have a future. And he needs a Gaten McKenzie that has been in conflict with the law to see that there's another way, making one.
And then, Minister, these prison stories, are we ever going to see an end to them? There's a section of society. Can I proceed peacefully? Yeah, please. Yes, there's a section of society that really disapproves of them, and I'll explain why. They are saying that the minister seems to come across as suggesting that there's no credentials to him. He's only known for being a jailbird. It can send a wrong message in a country where we already have serious levels of crime, that young men could be misled into believing that they need to be initiated and in prison in order to earn their strides in society. Is that still going to be the approach going forward?
Thank you very much. I'm just going to go quickly through the answers. The issue where you say we didn't give food, transport to the Khoisans for the meeting, that's also not correct because the meeting is only on Saturday, which is this Saturday coming. And I know I signed off on the transport, I signed off on the food, I signed off on that. So that meeting has not happened yet. It's still going to happen. And the last one, I don't subscribe to the thinking, the Bedways and the multi-choices. They give us money for sports development. Now you want me to go and take money from emerging black companies. They don't even sometimes have money to cover their overheads. So why must I now still go and burden them? They are struggling. I must ask them for money. I go to the corporates that are established and white monopoly capital and those, that's not how my thinking works. I am myself a capitalist with a social outlook on life. So we go to people that give us money. The question here to say, will there always be cheerleaders present? Today is not a normal press conference. It's a press conference where I come and account to the South African nation and to the people that put my name forward to become a minister. So I must account to them. So it will not always be cheerleaders. Then the second question you also ask about the jailbird, don't I have other credentials? You particularly sat in meetings of EFF, press conferences. Why didn't you ask them why they keep on referring to me as a jailbird? So you want me to be silent while you are also silent like you? You never asked me. You sit there. You must ask them, why do you keep on referring? Once they say a bandit, and I say nothing, which means I agree to the label. So you must start that question. Then you say, people will look at it, my brother, we don't come from the same communities. You see, in my community, gangsterism is rife. In my community, tomorrow, more than 10 people are going to die because of gang wars. And they think, in my communities, gangsters are being idolized. In my communities, a young kid grow up and he wants to be a gangster. In my community, a child that is in conflict with the law at the age of 10 think he doesn't have a future. And he needs a Gaten McKenzie that has been in conflict with the law to see that there's another way, making one mistake, you're not condemned to the dustbin of being a gangster for the rest of your life. In prison, families of prisoners are using my name when they tell their children to change, to say, look at Gaten McKenzie. You can turn your life around. I can't change my past, but I can change my future. And me mentioning I was in jail, and I'm not proud of it, but I want to show people that you can make a mistake and become better. You don't need to remain who you used to be. And if I go to Eldos, to Mitchell's Plain, to Galvandale, in our communities, people see me there and they're happy. And they see me as that it is possible that you can change your life. So I don't mention jail because I like being referred to coming from jail. That label has cost me a lot. But I've got a duty to say, you can change your life. You can become better. Right. Then the issue of the ENCA's question about where does it stop? You see, once you ask us for money, SAFA asks us for money, SARO asks us for money, Swimming South Africa asks us for money. I will never be a minister that's not allowed to speak where I give you money. Because that money belongs to the public. So if they don't want money from us, if they don't want us to talk, they must not take our money. Because we are responsible to spend the money of the state wisely. Now, when we give you money, we call you. And our interference will be, we'll stop the money. But we have developed a relationship where we are being listened to, like with Colo Adams. I just thought that he needs to be at the Olympics. And we said we will pay for him. But he was the one at the end that said he's not going there if he doesn't run. I didn't have the power to make him run, but the power for him to go there and be part of the experience. So there is where our power stops. We have enough trust in some of the federations to know that they will take sports to a greater heights. But we are not going to be those people that see wrong things, like let's take VAR. South Africa needs VAR. We are not a 10th world country, we are the global south. And as we are the global south, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, they all have VAR. How come we don't have VAR, but we run the best league in Africa? Do you want our stadiums to be burned down by the supporters tomorrow? Do you want supporters to break the chairs there? Go and see Orlando Stadium today. There's a problem with chairs. They need new chairs. I mentioned that so that you must know that we must go with times. We mustn't be too far behind the European countries that has VAR. And we have a role to play as government in that one. So yeah, we do run the risk to not be interfering in too much into the stuff, but we know where to draw the line. We ask if they don't want to, we then don't give them money anymore. But if they listen to us, we continue to give them money. Then the MOU that is gathering dust. During my speech here, I said, this MOU will not gather dust. There's been previous MOU signed. There's been previous MOU signed, but this one will not gather dust. I can already tell you that Super Sport and SABC is now going to show school sport on the channels. That is the first. It is derived from the MOU between myself and the Department of Basic Education. It is a GNU initiative. It is the Minister of Minister Soli, it is Minister Khwarube, it's Minister McKenzie. All three of us is responsible now that school sport is going to be shown on SABC and Supersport. Then the issue of Netball SA. Netball SA is right. That's too little money. They need more money because netball is a sport that is very important. And I agree with the president of Netball SA, we have to do better, and we are going to do better. 2 million is not enough for Netball SA. Then the issue of the lack of the spinning that we spoke about. You know, my brother, it's hard to be a minister. In one press conference, I'm being accused that there's no colors. And the next question, there's too many colors. So I can't win. My job is to keep the balance. There's one spinner that is being considered an athlete by Red Bull. He gets paid what Sia Kolisi and them are being paid. Because Red Bull, and it's not a colored spinner. It is Sam. Sam is not a colored. But he is the #1 spinner in this country at the moment that gets paid to spin by a corporate company. I have given 1 million rand 2 months ago for spinning out of my pocket. And they said, what do you want to see? I said, I want to see all provinces being part of spinning. That's all I wanted. I didn't want to get involved. I said, I'm giving you the money, but I want to see all provinces being involved. I want you guys to have 9 provinces. The 100,000 will be for your hotel stay and your petrol. They've done that in 7 provinces so far. Never have I seen white people being excluded or black people being excluded. If you know of any case, please let me know so I can immediately withdraw my money, because my money must not bring racism. This is not a racist sport. And then I want to thank you for the praise that you've given to myself and the DM. I also would like to say that the last issue that was spoken about here is about SEMRO. We are busy with that. We are busy with SEMRO. We are busy with all those things. And to everybody, you know, we are also still learning what is it people want us to do, what bothers the South African public. And we'll always answer your questions as the media. I will be more available. There was no time. If I can tell you, I've missed 3 birthdays of my kids, because since I'm being a minister, I tell you the workload is insane. I've never slept more than 5 hours. We work day and night, but we will make sure, because the media is very important, that people need to know. I will be accessible. Even now, if you want me, I will remain behind and we can talk. And to the people that came, I want to say thank you. For the people of my party that came, I want to thank you also. I specifically want to thank the people of Motorsport. I saw you brought the car outside. I was hoping it's a gift. I'm just joking. And I want to thank the Chief of Staff, Bakangli Tuku, and the team in my office. The DM staff, I want to thank them. Bongi and them. But most importantly, I also want to thank the people of DSEC. I want to thank everyone. Because you guys never get the praise. We get all the praise. You guys are working so hard. I've inherited, the team has inherited the best team ever. And because I'm hungry, you're hungry, thank you very much. Let's go have something to eat. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.